There's a lot of mortgage brokers, there's a lot of real estate agents, there are a lot of people that are in these industries in general who are trying to give information, and it's sometimes hard because it's so much information to give. You feel like you need to know everything, and when you don't, you're like, oh my God, now it's all this editing and stuff. So I came to a park today to talk to you guys because we just got access to a wonderful loan program, and it's one that I'm actually very passionate about, and it's something that I eventually want to do for myself, so it's something that I'd like to share with all of you. The hardest part about being in real estate, especially being in mortgages, is that people are like one track minded. They think the economy has to be perfect, or I have to be in the perfect financial situation, or I have to buy a house for my family because that's the American dream. And that's not true. There are so many reasons why you might want to buy a piece of real estate. There are so many different financial situations. There are so many different loan programs that exist. And there really is something out there for anyone as long as you're willing to put in the work. This loan program is perfect for anyone who does not want to own a primary residence. If you love the idea of renting for yourself because you like the maintenance, you like the flexibility, or you just don't want a big house to maintain, then this loan program is perfect for you because it allows you to buy investment property without being an actual primary residence homeowner. And this is a new product because before that was not the case. The name of this loan is DSCR, which stands for Debt Coverage Service Ratio. Basically, with a DSCR loan, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter what your employment status is. The only thing that matters is how much income is the property going to produce. So what that means is the income coming in from the rental on the property needs to exceed what is owed on the mortgage. It's very similar to regular mortgages where you can do a 30-year fix, which means you have 30 years at a fixed interest rate to pay it off, or you can do an adjustable rate where it might adjust every few years. The only thing that's different with DSCR is you do have to come with 20% down, and you have to have at least a 620 credit score. So those are the two big things: 20% down, 620 credit score. Other than that, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter your employment status. None of that matters as long as the market rental rate will exceed what is owed on that mortgage. And so even though my primary reason for making this video was to tell you about the DSCR loan, because I do think it's a great opportunity, I do think that people should take advantage of it. I think that you don't have to be boxed into this idea that you have to own a home. Like, I don't want to own a house for myself personally. I like renting. I like maintenance, coming in, fixing things. And after a while, I'm ready to move. Like, I don't want to stay in one place for too long. So I like the idea of renting. And I think that we can normalize the idea of renting without taking away the fact that real estate is a good investment still. And it can still be part of your investment strategy along with stocks, bonds, ETFs, crypto, whatever your appetite is for investing. But outside of telling you about this wonderful loan program that I do think you should take advantage of, the bigger conversation that I have on my heart to have with you all today is a lot of people are scared to invest. And that's the truth. A lot of people want to buy real estate, but a lot of people are scared to even take the necessary steps to become some sort of real estate owner because they're worried about the economy. They're worried about tariffs. They're worried about this. They're worried about that. The reality is things are going to always be happening. Like, there's never going to be a perfect time to make any sort of huge financial investment, right? Like, there's going to always be something happening. Let's say the tariff thing goes away tomorrow. Guess what? The day after that, something else is going to happen. And so what more people need to consider changing is their mindset and their mindset around money. Rich people don't worry about that. They worry about, where can I put my money so that I don't even have to think about money anymore. And so you might say, well, that's easy with somebody that's born with a silver spoon in their mouth, which is true. I would agree, it is easy for somebody that's born with a silver spoon in their mouth. But there are plenty of examples of people that were not born with any sort of wealth or affluence or mentors or things like that, that still went on to acquire great masses of wealth. I don't know if any of you are reading Matriarch by Tina Knowles, but I'm more than halfway through it at this point. And let me tell you, she came from nothing. She came from nothing. And for her to take that and then give birth and have, one of the biggest pop stars that there is, that shows you that people can literally come from nothing and make something for themselves. So how that relates to you and me in real estate is that all you have to do is wake up and decide that that's what you want to do. If you're worried about, where's the down payment going to come from, or how am I going to be able to afford this, or what if something breaks? Those are very valid concerns. However, I would challenge you and ask, what are you doing to bring more wealth and abundance to your life? And what I mean by that is, I don't mean going back and getting a degree. I don't mean picking up more shifts at your job. What I mean is, what are you doing on a mental and spiritual level to bring more wealth and abundance to your life? Because you guys have heard it many times, and I've heard it many times, that money is nothing other than energy, which it is. It's energy in a physical form. And so what can you do to attract more of this physical object into your life so that you can use it as a tool instead of a hindrance? And that's one of the wonderful things that real estate does, is real estate allows people to use money as a tool rather than as a hindrance. I can't tell you how to go out and earn an additional $50K in order to afford the down payment on a house. I can't. I can't. What I can tell you to do is align yourself and your talents with God and ask Him and pray. What can I do? Where am I talented? What have I known about myself that I've buried so deep in my soul that I know if I brought it out of myself, it would scare me? That's the question that you need to be asking. And the benefit to that is, once you get that and you're able to start some sort of side business, or even possibly leave your main job and have that as your business, programs like the DSCR program allow you to use your business funds to purchase that house. So you can use those business funds as your down payment, and you can close on a house in your business name. Do you hear what I'm hearing? Because I'm hearing tax write-offs, right? And we could all use that. But these are the things and the opportunities that more people need to look for. Instead of saying, I'm so scared, or I can't afford this, or how am I going to do this? Start looking for solutions. If you look at the scientifics behind how humans are created in the first place, and I don't need to go into the birds and the bees. We all know how humans get here. But if you sat down and thought about how low of a chance you had of actually being born and having a life in this lifetime, you would know that your life is so special and so filled with purpose, and you're not meant to just work and struggle. I mean, I don't think any of us are. I know I'm not. But you're not meant to just struggle. You're meant to be abundant. You're meant to have things. You're meant to have the freedom that you dream of. And so don't let society, and don't let politics, and don't let money keep you small. take the time to develop a relationship with yourself and figure out, why are you here? What is your gift? And then once you can get abundance from that gift, take that and invest in things like, once again, real estate, stocks, ETFs, more businesses, things that will make your money grow. And now your money is a tool and you don't have to feel so small. When you are struggling for money, it makes you feel so small, like the world doesn't care about you. And God didn't put you here to feel that way. Once again, God put you, me, the guy over there, he put us all here for us to be abundant, not to feel like an ant. If you were supposed to be an ant, then you would have been an ant. But you're human with a brain and talent and feelings and power and energy. So you need to use that to get to the next level of your life instead of settling and saying, this is all that was meant for me. So that's all I have for this video today. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. If you have any questions about any loan programs or real estate in general, feel free to reach out to me through email. I'll put my email in the description box below. Or you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever. I'm pretty much everywhere except for X because Elon Musk is kind of weird. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.